Thank y'all for watching Speak with Nique again. Oh, and I say this all the time. I got my favorite in the building. I'm trying not to go too deep into it, but I got Miss Trap Jazz herself, Kayci Amour, on Speak with Nique. I've been trying to get her up here forever.
Yeah.
Hey, sis.
Yeah. What's going on, sis?
How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm good. I'm well.
Yeah. What you been up to? Like, what's new?
I've been writing for people, working on my new project. EP. This one's gonna be an EP. It's called the Butterfly Effect.
Okay. Well, we'll get more into that. Yeah, but I heard you've been writing for people, but it's okay. I didn't get one yet.
Hey, I'm down. I'm down.
She's been telling me this for like. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving.
No,
I ain't about to go there. I want a Kayci Amour song. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
I want a Kayci Amour song.
With my honor, y'all supported me from the beginning. Really?
Always.
My wave across the water is because of you and T.
Always.
For real. So I appreciate it. I'll come anytime you call.
And she does. I appreciate. Thank you for bringing me some wine. That's my boo. You know what I mean? Y'all need to come up here and learn to bring damn it gifts. No, I'm joking. Shout out to King Sunji who always bring me a bottle of Crown Apple. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, he did more than me.
Yo, wine.
I was like, oh, gifts? Okay, cool.
Liquor is liquor. You understand what I'm saying? Liquor, wine, it's all good. All right, y'all. Let's get this started. I just want people to find, because I know you. I've been knowing you for the past 4 or 5 years, and I think you are such an amazing talent. And I remember the first time you did one of our shows, I had some family in the building, and they was like, oh, she about to come up here and rap. I thought this was an R&B show. And then you got up there, and you were so smooth, and everybody was like, what? Do you get that all the time? Like, do you do that for that, or that's just your style?
It's just me. I came into it being who I am. It's a catch-22. Sometimes guys are intimidated by it. Sometimes they really love it. They love it for the woman that they want to attract, and sometimes they dislike it for the woman that they want to keep attracting.
Because they were jealous.
I'm just me. Like, one time I went to a shout out to Shells Bundy. I definitely started doing karaoke some time back before I actually started getting back out here like I am now. And I always went to a Shells Bundy event, and one time I was at an event off of Jefferson in Hampton, and this guy, when I walked up and he found out I was going to be singing, he was like, you think you could get a deal like that? Like, dressed the way you are? And I was like, I'm going to get a deal being me. I said, I'm never going to not be who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I went in there and sang, and everybody went crazy, did what they did, it was a different story. Right. You know, they was like, yo, I didn't know you could flow like that. Right.
Because it's the ultimate, it's a surprise factor. You know what I'm saying? Because when you come in there, you be all just, sometimes you got your bandana on. Sometimes it just depends on what it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then you get up there and you just like, what's up, y'all, such and such and such. And then you be like, oh, snap! Who is this?
I had to throw myself out there. Like, I love music. Like, I really feel like that's why I'm here. But I'm shy as hell. I don't like people. But I deal with social media and being around people because that's what comes with the territory. Right. So you guys really put me in a room for the first time in 5-6 years, because I hadn't performed publicly in 5-6 years. Before the first night, I was a spotlight artist back to R&B.
That was your first time performing in 5 years?
Yes, I took a real hiatus. Shout out to Double S Records. I've been doing this for 10+ years, writing and singing and being in an environment where you record and things of that nature. But stage fright, stuff like that is real. Yeah. But my slogan, I was telling T earlier, purpose over fear. Yeah. So you have to walk in your purpose and your fear sheds. So the more I perform and the more I'm around people, the more I'm, not comfortable, but I get used to it.
I like that. Purpose over fear. I like that. I had stage fright till I was probably 21, 22.
It's real.
And I didn't get over it till I was I'm still nervous to this day.
It alters your performance. Sometimes it really, if you got the shakes, I remember when I sang the Star Swing Up Banner in high school, my senior year. I was so nervous because it was the last period, and to be able to skip your last period, you had to come to the auditorium and do whatever show it was that we were doing. And I saw the auditorium fill up, and I was just like, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. And then it comes
and I'm trying
voice.
to control it, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I did okay, but not as good as you know you can do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I left right after.
I'm mad, scared to death. No, I've been there before. I know when we moved out here from New York, I did my. I was in chorus, of course. I was in chorus, and I loved chorus and everything like that. And somebody found out that I could sing, and they was doing this whole assembly, and the man was like, "You should try out for this solo in the still of the night." I was like, "Yes." So we're in chorus, and I'm just singing, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to give you the solo." It's this girl to this day still mad. Hey, Cherie, still mad that I got that hook, like that chorus.
Hey,
Cherie, like she was so mad. Like she said I stole her chorus. I didn't want to do it in the first place. When I got up there to do it, I was like this, shaking. I was so nervous. So yeah, stage fright, I understand.
For real.
So how did this start? Like when did you decide that you wanted to do music though?
Well, I grew up in the church.
Okay.
The first time like that, I guess I feel like it really connected. The feeling of music, the passion of music was Whitney Houston. When I heard her for the first time. But growing up in the church, you know, I was in the choir, singing on praise team, singing in the choir, so learning harmony at an early age. And then middle school, high school, I was playing the drums.
Oh,
you know,
wow. I
self-taught.
the drums. Okay.
Yeah, so I played the drums. I picked up the snare in middle school as well. And I'm still playing today. You know, so since I was a kid, but like I said, recently, not until recently, really about 3 years ago, I started going hard again. Because I got tired of living day-to-day life just paying bills, you know, and stuff like that. I got into that groove for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I can't get with it. I don't really like to follow rules. I'm a Pisces. I like, we really create our own world. So it's like if you want to create your own world, you got to put something in your world that you want to see every day. No matter how hard that is, because it's definitely not easy to do what we do.
Okay. All right. So does it run in your family?
So I've gathered. So I've gathered. Doing my research because I am adopted. But I love my family.
I didn't know that.
I love my mom and my daddy very much. Really, my daddy, he taught me my first paradiddle. You know, because he played the snare and the trumpet as well.
What is a paradiddle?
A paradiddle is a drum rudiment.
Oh, that's what you talking about.
It's a drum roll.
About that.
It's a certain type of drum roll that you do on a snare.
Okay.
So, my love for old school comes from my parents. Okay. But in my discovery, yes, it does run in my blood.
How I've known you for 4 or 5 years and I didn't know you was adopted. Really?
It's just something that I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter. It does matter, but you know, it's just a part of what shaped me.
Do you know them? Have you met them?
I met my grandparents. My sister, shout out to my sister Jasmine. I have 3 sisters. I have a twin. Jasmine is my other biological sister, and Wendy, that's my other sister. And I have a brother.
You have a whole twin. Y'all look alike. Like, are y'all identical? Okay.
We looked alike more when we were younger.
That's crazy.
So we're growing, so we kind of look different nowadays, but we can still finish each other's sentences and stuff like that. No matter how long it's been since we've talked or since we've been apart, that's just natural. So
so that twin thing is real. Like, you know, like you can feel when she's going through something.
Definitely.
Can you feel?
Definitely. It's still real, yeah.
Wow, I need to see y'all together because I need to see this. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have a twin.
I didn't know that. And your other biological siblings, is it with your biological family or with your adopted family? Wow, that was a dumbass question.
No.
Like, I just realized that it's the one.
I have sisters and brothers on both sides.
Okay.
To answer the question, because it could be very complicated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Sisters and brothers on both sides.
Sorry, my bad. That was a dumbass question. I'll never ask that question.
No question is dumb.
Damn it, that was dumb. So Whitney Houston inspired you growing up, or did you have somebody else that you listened to?
As I transcended, as I grew, people like because of my dad, Earth, Wind and Fire, Stevie Wonder. Then I got into the neo soul, you know, Lauryn Hill, India Reed, Jill, Erica. So it transcended as I grew. Trap jazz, I would honestly say, was inspired by you know, just loving music, and I like trap, I like hip hop, but I also like music that makes you feel, you know, and that's soul, R&B, and jazz. You know, I feel like as you get older, you start to appreciate things that maybe you didn't appreciate as much as when you were younger. And Krista Michelle, she's like my favorite. She really like put the jazz and the trap for me, because she made me go back, and when I heard her voice, she made me go back and, you know, look into like where did you get this from? Like, why are you sounding like this? You know, what was your inspiration? And, you know, people like Sarah Vaughan, Billie Holiday, you know, stuff like that. And then I really been into Thelonious Monk lately. Okay. And that was because of Jasmine Sullivan. Okay. You know, when she did Around Midnight, her rendition Around Midnight. So just studying your craft, you know, it really, when you're trying to become an artist, it really helps you find yourself. Yeah. You know, not to take from anything that anybody else has done, but it's like, what do you like to hear? What do you like to make people feel? What do you want to sound like? Right. You know? So trap jazz, people that don't know, trap jazz is her made up genre. She created a genre called trap jazz. No? I want to say I created it because I actually, when I first did the hashtag trap jazz, when I got back into social media, I researched it. So I think that it originated in Georgia. But really? in Virginia in the 7 cities, yeah. She created it. I ain't never heard it before her. She is trap jazz for the one time. It's hip-hop mixed with jazz, you know. And for me personally, it could either be in the track or in your vocals. The jazz are the hip-hop. You know, you can make it. It could be in the track or it could actually be in the vocals. For me, I could take a track and really the way my cadence is over the beat, it could sound like, you know, like a rapper, like a snare and stuff like that. Or it could be vice versa. It's just how you weave in and out of a beat, but it sounds different. You can't really call it R&B. Okay. Or trap jazz. But I like trap jazz. I like trap jazz. So what do you feel like is your biggest challenge as an artist? Up until recently, caring about what other people think. It's always going to be like maybe one person out of every a couple hundred people that doesn't like something that you do. So validation or feeling like you gotta. I've been more selfish with my time lately. You know, like that's always needed. I've always been very supportive and still am supportive of you know, people that do what I do. I believe in it, but if you go to this place, go running this place, doing what you gotta do, and then being there for this person, being there for this person, you're gonna tire yourself out. Absolutely. You know, and I'm real about mine. I don't got it like that. That takes gas. I stay in Hampton, so a lot of things that happen in Virginia Beach or Norfolk or Portsmouth, 30, 45 minutes away. So it's like when you're working and you have other obligations, but you're trying to go here and be this for that person and be this for that person, it can get strenuous sometimes. Okay. So I've become more aware of taking care of me. I passed out February 2019. Maybe a year ago, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was going hard, like 18, 20-hour days. You know, so I was going hard, and I got up one morning to use the bathroom, and I passed out. So my neck and my back hasn't been the same ever since. That's so scary. Self-care, self-love is vital. You know, it's vital. And you already know how it is. We can have very long days. You know, working, trying to pay the bills, and trying to, you know, chase your dreams, being an artist. Right. Independent artist is a lot of work. Right. So you gotta find time, at least a day out the week, to take care of yourself. Yeah. How do you get in the zone to create? Like, the music that you create is just so, it's like it has a ambiance to it. So, like, how do you get into that zone when you're creating? most of the time, I'll have the beat sent to me. Sometimes there are, and I love the situations where I can create on the spot, but that's far and in between, you know. So most of the time, I'll come already ready with my words written. So I'll sit down, I'll roll up, and I'll listen to the beat and I'll write what I feel. Sometimes though, if I feel jilted, if I have to stop in the middle of writing a song, I'll stop and I'll come back to it. You never really should force something as a writer.
Right.
Don't ever force a song. If you feel like you ran out of words at the moment, come back to it. A lot of times it comes to me in my dream,
Right.
in my sleep, and you know, I've learned to wake up and write it down rather than wake up and think about it in your head and go back to sleep. Wake up and write it down. Worlds Apart came to me in a dream.
That's one of my favorite songs.
And I wrote it down. I recorded the melody so I can remember where I was going. And Worlds Apart, I think that song took me the shortest amount of time to write. I wrote that in like 15 minutes.
Wow.
Maybe less. Because it was a real life situation. So.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, since you started talking about Worlds Apart, you know, we got Reconstruction, the album, which I think is an absolutely amazing album. But I have like 3 songs off of that album. Before I get to that though, what made you come up with the title Reconstruction? Like, where'd that come from?
I was a supervisor at the embassy, Suites in Hampton, Virginia. I have been working there for 5, almost 6 years, and I cashed in my 401k. I feel like I like to call myself not a normal person in the aspect of I really don't want to do the same shit for 20, 30 years, especially if it's not something that my heart is in. So,
Right.
And shout out and kudos to people that keep that same job faithfully for 20, 30 years, but really I'd rather be waking up and doing what I love. So I wanted to like just give myself like a refocus for a moment, and just put myself in a position, in a place, no matter how hard it became, to do what I really feel like I should be here doing. Okay. So I cashed in my 401k, I got my LLC, I got my business license, and the first beat I brought when I started back, trying to, do this music thing was Real One, T-Rific. So that's really how I started my journey to where I am now. Restarted my journey, and I called it Reconstruction because I really reconstructed my life. Like, I had 18, 20-hour days. Like I said, getting up 3:30 in the morning, networking and stuff, putting yourself out there, strategizing, learning, and you never learn enough. You could possibly learn something new every day. Yeah. It's always something. Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, like I said, I got 3 songs, and you done named 2 of them. That's how I know they special. Oh my God, they special. So you already started talking about Worlds Apart. Explain where that came from. Like, what's the meaning behind that song?
I was dealing with a breakup at the time, and just a pivotal moment in my life. Like, I was going through some family issues, and the woman I had just broke up with, we were together for 5 years. So I just felt kind of disconnected with everything because I'm a lover. So I love my people. So when I feel like disconnected with my family and even friends, like it rocked my spirit. So I wrote Worlds Apart because I felt like, with that situation that I was dealing with at the time, like, I wasn't here. I was somewhere else. Right. So Worlds Apart, and it came from a place of, for the past 2 years, I've been dealing with depression too. So Worlds Apart was probably when it was a baby. When I started like dealing with the fact that, okay, maybe Kayci, you got a little bit of a depression problem. So Worlds Apart was the start of that, and then for the past maybe year, January 2020 was when it was the worst. So I'm just coming out of that. Like I said, I've been more selfish with my time and just real specific about the energy I keep around me. I'm real big on that now, so I'm finding peace, and I'm thankful and grateful for that. And like I go home and I take my time to be by myself. At times, I need that to recharge.
You have to. You have to do that because if not, you will become depressed and you'll feel like you just need more out of life or whatever. So I get it. I get it.
Finding the peace that I'm finding right now, like I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, I feel good about where things are going.
Okay. I could hear that all in the record. So I'm happy about that. So what about Real One? First time I heard that, we was on the way to South Carolina, and I said, what the hell is this?
Real One.
What is that?
Okay, so Real One and Worlds Apart, you could kind of coincide that with that relationship. Okay. So I just talked about everything, not everything that happened in the relationship, but a lot of what happened.
Right.
And I also write from other people's perspective.
Okay.
From time to time. So everything that I put in that song wasn't actually my story, but it's just different scenarios.
Right. It just helped you write that song. Okay. And the other one, Addicted.
Addicted?
Yes. Addicted. That was, oh my gosh. Please. Where did that come from?
Something we talked about. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. Wait. I'm trying to think. Give me a hint.
Okay. No.
Okay.
What I'm gonna say is addicted.
Being addicted to somebody.
Yeah. In real life, it happened, and I put the song on the album, and it happened literally maybe 2 months before the project came out.
Really?
So it came from the place.
Yo, I never knew that.
It came from that place.
Okay, we did talk about that. Okay, my bad. Well, let's move on. Okay.
That was a bar.
Alright, we're gonna let that one go. But no, Reconstruction, that album, if y'all have not heard that album, please go get that and go listen to the whole album. Listen to Worlds Apart, Real One, and Addicted. Like, those three are just, it's just different. You know what I mean? It's just different. Her whole vibe is so different. Trap jazz is what it is. So, do you have a useless talent? I ask everybody this, and yes, take a sip. Take a sip. So what's your useless talent? Something that you don't get paid for. You don't get paid for at all. But it's something that most people can't do maybe. And that you're just good at. And you just do it for fun.
I started doing this a couple of years ago. I haven't done that in a long time though. You asked me earlier today, and I was sitting there trying to think. Because I could do a lot of things. I could beatbox and stuff. But Tony Braxton, I had a thing for Tony Braxton.
You had a thing for Tony. Who didn't?
Well, still do. But when I would get lit or when I was feeling goofy or tired, I would do, why are you calling me on the phone? Why you not at home, oh yeah.
You better do it, Tony! Yes!
You say you're staying over your friends, 'cause you got a lot on your mind, hey.
Girl, you can go to Vegas with this shit. That shit ain't useless. You go to Vegas. Well, you gotta dress up like Tony though. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Up and down, it ain't me. Yeah, I love this song.
Yo, Tony, I remember the first time. I don't even know if it was the first song I heard from Tony. That's so funny that you could do that. That's funny. I'm gonna break my heart.
Better at it.
I'm gonna break my heart. And Tony was in the water with this weave, and I was like, this fucking hair. When, like, Tony started Lace Fronts to me because she looked so good. And I was just like, Tony. I love her to death.
What was the song, Making Me High? I
think
that's the first song I heard. I was like, who was this woman sounding like this?
Yeah, her voice is so distinctive. And you just sounded just, because she has such a deep tone. And so
I changed that note. I went a little higher when I came back and sang because she got a low voice. Like her, Anita Baker, Sade.
Right.
You know, they're different.
So her useless talent, your useless talent is that you could mimic Tony Braxton.
What's yours?
No, we ain't gonna talk about that.
What's
yours?
I don't know. I want to know.
I don't have no useless talent.
Yes, you do.
Do I have a useless talent? I know. Okay. So what brought this question on when I first started doing interviews? My husband, he always says that it's weird that I can open and close one eye at a time. That's not weird to me because that's like blinking. Like, that's like, yes it is.
Open and close one eye at a time?
So, it's like this. So, I'm like, I'll be like.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
It's fun to
I
me.
feel like it.
Because I can open it wide and I don't know. But to him it disgusted the hell out of him. He was like, nobody does that. But then when I talk to people and they're like, no, that's weird. Like, I don't know what the hell.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not weird.
I mean, but
to me, stop shaking your head. Stop shaking your damn head. You can do it. You gotta take your glasses off.
I can do it.
Yeah, but you do a lot of facial movements.
Yeah, you got to.
But she's doing it.
You got to.
She did do it. See, so that's why we're connected. So you're the weird one, dude. You're the weird one. But yeah, I don't have no use of sound for it. I mean, I do a bunch of things, but they all make me money. So
you wear a lot of different hats.
They ain't useless. That's a thankful thing. So I remember, oh my gosh, I remember waking up and you telling me that you about to be on Sway in the morning. Like, Kayci, I had everything recording. I was recording the whole thing. I couldn't wait for you to go up. And I went online and recorded that. And I thought that was such a huge moment because Sway is, come on, Sway in the morning. Like that, you get on Sway, like that's just a dope thing. How did that come about and how was that experience?
Shout out to Doug Freeman. Doug Freeman set that up. He's the producer of Worlds Apart.
Okay.
I know he's from Philly. He's a DJ. He makes beat. He made Worlds Apart, and he put that email in motion, and it happened, and it was kind of surreal. Like, of course I was nervous, but then when I was in the moment, it was just like, all right, bet this what we doing. All right, so just answer the questions. Right.
I remember the first thing you said was peace and light, and he was like, oh yeah, this is my type of people. This is my people right here.
Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite moments. I didn't expect it, you know. I always say, I'm not the luckiest person, so when something like that happened to me, I was taken aback. So I was kind of like, it felt like a dream almost, like to do something like that. Yeah. So I guess it kind of came easy to answer the questions. I got over being nervous. Yeah.
How did it feel when after your record played and everybody fucked with it? Like Sway after your record played, he came back in. It's like we're worlds apart.
I was like, what?
Like he's singing it. How did that and then all the callers came in and they rocked with it. Like
Shorty girl, I don't remember her name right now, but
his
one
co-host.
of the co-host, she was like, I feel like I was biased that she didn't win. She was mad. Shout out to her.
Wow.
Shout out to her because a guy that won, he was definitely talented. Super talented, but you know, he had hella streams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She was like, I felt like, you know, he won based upon popular opinion. I don't feel like this is for popular opinion.
And she said that on the radio? She said that on the air?
She said that in so many words.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's dope. That's dope.
So it was a good feeling. It really made me.
Yeah, because everybody fucked with it. Nobody called in and said anything bad about it.
Yeah, man, I was like, what? And then somebody said something about I think was it Floetry and Erykah Badu and I fuck with both of those artists. So I'm just like, all right, that we get us somewhere. We on something.
Yeah, that's dope. That was a dope moment to me. So, like, before you get on stage, like, before you hit the stage, like, what's going through your mind? Like, before you touch the stage, what are you doing? Like, how do you set up for that? Are you nervous? Or, like, what are you thinking about?
It's different things. The more I do it, sometimes I'm not as nervous as other times. It really depends. But one thing I definitely say to myself, because I could be kind of wordy in my songs, breathe, Kayci. Remember to breathe.
Right.
Remember to breathe. Relax more. Like the more I perform, the more like I get used to like having to relax. Because as an artist, you know, when you show yourself in a certain light, you want everything to be perfect, but everything is not perfect. Right?
It can't be. Right.
So you gotta give yourself a little bit more space. I'm really hard on myself when it comes to anything I do. Recording, performing, any type of content that has my name attached to it. I'm really hard on myself, but I'm learning more and more every day. You gotta give yourself room to breathe. Yeah. We're artists. We're human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what's your favorite song to sing? Like what's your favorite song to perform?
Ease.
Ease? Why?
I was really in my bag when I felt like I was in my bag when I made that track, and I really feel like trap jazz, like that's really what it embodies trap jazz for me, like the way the beat sways and the way I go in and out, weave in and out of the beat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just enjoy it.
Okay.
I enjoy the harmony. Shout out to the Dreamer, she's on that track. I like the way it transitions. If you listen to the whole track,
Yeah.
it's just a feel good, like backwood got me feeling good. Supply the product, black bag was good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a
Hey,
you can
yeah,
jig with it, you can smoke to it, you can make love to it.
That's a trap jazz in
You
it.
can ride on the interstate, and I love a slow one I can ride on the interstate too. You know
That's
what I'm
important. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want you to give me your top 5 favorite artists of all time. 5. But you gotta look. You got more than that. But just the top 5.
Whitney Houston.
Okay.
Chris and Michelle. Kiara Shear, because Kiara Shear covers the whole Clark sister family.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to put Mary in there because they taught me how to harmonize.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
Okay.
like I listened to Mary's first album, and
my favorite album from them of all
definitely.
time.
And it taught me like just to have an ear for music and what you can do, and you know, so that was.
That's
what
4.
was that? That's 4.
Mm-hmm.
I got one more. I listen to Chris Brown a lot.
Okay.
Now from a writer's and an artist's perspective, like he's covered everything.
Facts.
Everything. And I'm not just saying that because I'm from Virginia. It was kind of hard not to turn the radio on. Hear that nigga. He's on everybody's shit. And I mean,
still is.
Yeah, he's like the Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson, the Smokey Robinson. Like if you know your pen game, you know people that write songs, and you know just embody entertainment. Period. That's why I say those people all at one. Like these are artists.
Okay.
To me.
I like those top 5. That was a good top 5. That was a great top 5. So is there artists out here that you want to work with? Or like if you had your choice of artists, you could do local and industry artists. But anybody that you're trying to work with now?
Local. Singer or rapper?
Either one.
This is hard. Chantel. Me and Chantel been talking about this for a minute. I definitely want to work with Chantel.
I could see that. That would be crazy.
Bomb.
Yeah.
Bomb.
Yep.
Definitely. So that's local. I mean, I feel like Chrisette is like that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
If you know Kayci, you know she loves Chrisette. So I'll say someone else. I really want to work with, and that's just like a prayer to the gods. I want to work with Stevie Wonder because I love Stevie.
Yeah.
And you said top 5, but like he's in my top 5 too.
Yeah.
Like I love Stevie Wonder. I would really love to work with him.
That would be
I can feel them watching me from the stage to the television screen. Yeah, they watching me. Oh, when they see me, they screaming. I swear you gotta see it to believe it. They yelling on my.
That was why I want to work with Whitney.
Yeah.
I want to work with Whitney.
Yeah, Whitney, Luther, like those are people that I wanted to meet, and Aretha, those are people I wanted to meet, and then they passed. So it's like, damn, I don't want to meet none of these, half these new, some new people. But it's just like I'm an old head. Like I love old school music, and I feel like that they understood, you know what I mean, what R&B was for me. So, but yeah, I feel you on that one. I like that. So new EP coming out. You said it's called
The Butterfly Effect.
The Butterfly Effect. Why?
Well, you know the transition of a butterfly. They're in a cocoon. You know, so when I came out with Reconstruction, I felt like that was just me representing myself to the world, and the butterfly effect that comes after, you know, good times, bad times, learning what you could do differently, but still sticking to your guns, sticking to yourself, being yourself, and being yourself unapologetically.
Right.
You know, so you're blooming into something, because I feel like as an artist and just as creatives, you know, you should always strive and want to be more, and want to do more.
Absolutely.
And you shouldn't give a fuck about who validates it or not. Be yourself unapologetically. So for me, because I've always been I've been like I'm not gonna call myself a yes man, but I just like to be there, and, you know, and I like to give and do for people. But the butterfly effect for me represents becoming. The more I live, the more I feel like I'll become the woman that I'm supposed to be, and standing up for yourself just a little bit more. And it's okay to say no more than you say yes, because it shows people that they need to come at you a certain way, respect you, respect yourself, love yourself.
Absolutely.
That's what the butterfly effect means to me.
Okay, well, I can't wait to hear that one, because, like I said, Reconstruction was amazing, so I know the EP is going to be crazy.
I'm excited. I got Summer's Over. He's an amazing producer. Calvin Miraz. Did I say that right? Calvin, did I say that right? Nova Rain. I have some really amazing producers on the project.
Okay. So. You doing any features?
Features. S. Hoffa, so far. She's an amazing rapper.
Okay.
Amazing rapper. Shout out to DJ Dirty Die. I met S. through DJ Dirty Die on the Cardinal Project, when we did the Cardinal Project.
Okay. Oh, that's fire. That's fire. All right, so if you could not do music, what would you be doing?
I would be an English teacher.
Oh, yeah?
I never finished college, but I always loved English. I like writing poetry. I started writing poetry before I write a song.
Yeah.
Before I was writing songs, so yeah, English.
An English teacher. That's crazy. I would have never thought that, but it makes sense. Like it actually.
Yeah, I like
makes
writing.
sense.
I like words.
Did you do
Sometimes
spoken word before music?
I did a little bit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you were talking to a younger version of yourself, like being everything that you've been through, and then struggling as an artist, you know how it's a struggle to have to make it. Like, what would you tell that young person to do, or to do better, or not to do, or what would you tell them?
That's good. Be more unapologetic.
Okay.
Be thankful. Be thankful even when it feels like there are so many odds stacked up against you that you don't even feel thankful. Be thankful, because breathing, if you have full capacity, to control your limbs, your body, what you intake, you know, what comes out of your body, getting yourself dressed, washing up, brushing your teeth, just little stuff, like being able to wake up and open your eyes and see the sun, see the moon. Be appreciative of that.
Okay.
You know,
I like that.
But yeah, for me, what I would tell my younger self is definitely be more assertive and more unapologetic, because
say your life. I've
been kind of timid throughout the years, but the more I weave in and out of this industry, the more you get to thicker skin naturally.
Right.
Because people be trying to play you, especially females. I think it's a thing.
Yeah.
In this industry, a guy can take advice from another guy a lot easier than they can from a female.
Yeah.
And
it's an ego thing.
I don't want to get it.
It's an ego thing.
Because I got to tell you the same thing I just told you, and it'll be a whole different approach.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something I would definitely tell my younger self. Be assertive.
Okay.
Be sure.
Okay. All right. Well, we're about to get out of here. I want you to look in this camera and tell them what you got going on. Look in the camera. Tell them what you got going on. What's coming up. Let them know where to follow you. Just let them know what's going on.
Peace, and light. I appreciate you, Nique. I appreciate you, T, for having me with Speak with Nique. My name is Kayci Amour. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at KAYCI Amour. I got some stuff coming up. I got a new single dropping with Judah the Prince. That's a feature. And then I'm working on the EP, like I said, the Butterfly Effect. Stay tuned. Appreciate you, Trap Jazz, for the one time.
Trap Jazz for the one time. That's my dog. Oh my God, thank you so much for coming in. I've been trying to get you in here for a minute, and the time is right now, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I really, truly, truly appreciate you. Stay the person that you are. I absolutely love that about you. But Kayci Amour is about to hit the stage, y'all. And she about to do one of my favorite songs off the album called Real One. So make sure y'all stay locked in. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. Peace out, y'all. Bye.
I said I tried. My nigga, would you want your time back? I took the breath from your step. Flashback to the many times that I had spending the mid checks, sitting back. You needed, I did it, I'll put you. You don't want to take disagreements as leverage for cheating, as leverage for someone making yourself feel that you can take off baggage. Slamming doors on my thing, hanging up on me. Just paid that bill last week. That's how you do me. More loyal to your homies. Half of them don't even know me. Regardless, I was proud to have you in my arms. I see past the bullshit you're on. I realized that your heart is scorned. I try my best to get through to you. You can never put us before me. My mistake, I put us before me. But you always claiming loyalty. I try my best to get through to you. You can never put us before me. My mistake, I put us before me. But you always claiming loyalty. I swear I try to show you what it felt like to have a real woman. I never switched up on you, cause I'm a real one, cause I'm a real one. And I cannot lose myself, the cards I've been dealt, the cards I've been dealt. You lost a real one, real one. Say it out, that you lost a real one, real one. Say it out, that you lost a real one. And I cannot lose myself, the cards I've been dealt, the cards I've been dealt. You lost a real one. You see, I tried so hard because I always could see underneath so many stories that you shared with me. I hate that your past got you on the leash. Hate that you took your pain out on me. When we fell in love, I let you into me. Told you my story so you know my pain, but realized real. Thought you would respect me like I respect you. Never did I take my past out. Genuine from beginning to end. I run from something real for something pretend. Thought you would respect me like I respect you. Never did I take my past out on you. Genuine from beginning to end. I run from something real for something pretend. I try my best to get through to you. You can never put us before you. My mistake, I put us before me. But you always screaming loyalty. I try my best to get through to you. You can never put us before you. My mistake, I put us before me. But you always screaming loyalty. I swear I try to show you what it felt like. Said I tried. I never switched up on you. Cause I'm a real one. Cause I'm a real one. And I cannot lose myself, the cards I've been dealt, the cards I've been dealt. You lost a real one, say the real one. Say it out, that you lost a real one, real one. Say it out, that you lost a real one. And I cannot lose myself, the cards I've been dealt, the cards I've been dealt. You lost a real one. I wish you health. I wish you well. I wish you peace. God bless your dreams. I wish you a joy that erases the pain, that revives your heart. Though you left me in pain. I wish you health. I wish you well. I wish you peace. God bless your dreams. I wish you a joy that erases the pain, that revives your heart. Though you left me in pain. I wish you health. I wish you well. I wish you peace. God bless your dreams. I wish you a joy that revives your heart. Though you left me in pain. I wish you health, wealth, joy, peace. God bless your dream. Pray that you find your peace. Swear I tried to show you what it felt like to have a real woman. I never switched up on you. Cause I'm a real one. Said I'm a real one. And I cannot lose myself because I've been dead. Because I've been dead. You lost a real one. Say it, you lost a real one. Say it, real one. And I cannot lose myself because I've been dead. Because I've been dead. Thank you.